What is up, my dudes? Cheap bastard talking to ya, and in today's video I'm going to review this AMD R9 285 that I bought on the Facebook Marketplace for 200 and...
Psych! That's the wrong number!
No, just 35 euros. Yeah, so I decided to pick this bad boy up because according to the userbenchmark.com, this GPU is 13% faster than GTX 1050 Ti, and you know me, how could I possibly reject this deal? So before we jump over to the benchmarks, take a look at my test system specs.
Then I go.
And the first game tested today was Rainbow Six Siege. On ultra settings 1080p I got these test results, which are more than enough for people with 60Hz monitors, but for those hardcore people with 144Hz displays,
not a word, Dell.
the highest settings to play comfortably are 1080p low with 60% rendering scale, because even on 1080p medium settings my average was 100 FPS. And if you thought that Borderlands is an original game, turns out you and I are wrong. Listen what this real Fortnite gamer has to say.
That dude from Fortnite, they copy Fortnite. Whoever created this, I hate you because you copy Fortnite.
And with that out of the way, I gotta say that epic settings on Fortnite was not the smoothest experience, but on 1080p high the performance was up to the standards for regular people and 1080p low for sweats. On Need for Speed Heat, using 1080p and ultra settings was not the best option, but when I lowered the settings to 1080p low, the gameplay was acceptable. On Valorant, there was no need to lower the settings, because this GPU managed to pull these numbers on 1080p ultra. Red Dead Redemption 2, also known as the Red Jump Redemption 2,
We're going to Brazil!
did not allow me to use 1080p because of that 2GB VRAM limitation, but on 900p with low settings the game looked fine and performed better than I could ever transition to Overwatch. On Team Fortress 2 I set the settings to 1080p Ultra and got these amazing results and Play of the Game award.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for!
And if you think that this GPU cannot bottleneck in CSGO, think again.
The prophecy is true.
I was also shocked by this. On your right side you will see the results with this GPU, and on the left you'll see the same setup but with GTX 1650 Super. I honestly have never ever thought that it would have such an impact on a CPU dependent game. Metro Exodus did not perform well on 1080p medium, so I dropped the settings down to 1080p low and got these bearable results. On GTA 5 I found this totally random but cool looking car and made this bike thief do push-ups. After that, I ran the benchmark tests on 1080p very high settings, and despite exceeding the VRAM limit by 500 MB, I still got these really good results. And finally, Call of Duty Warzone. At first, I tried using 1080p resolution and a mix of low and medium settings, but as you can see from the footage and these benchmark results, I was getting this weird micro stuttering and the gameplay experience wasn't that great. But on very low settings, everything changed and I was pleasantly surprised with this GPU's great performance. To conclude, this GPU performed really well for its price. Yep, that's the super detailed conclusion that explains everything. Subscribe to get some crackhead energy. And don't forget to stay cheap, my dudes. Cheap bastard out.
I found some wild glizzies.